Hi, myself Rajalashmi S. Rai, Principal of Vidyarashtra State College, Savanna. Now I am taking first year BCom Financial Accounting under that accounting principles. We already studied about the accounting standard. Now we can see what do you mean by accounting principles. So accounting principles we mean they are the assumptions. So in accounting, while preparing the financial statements, we are making some assumption. Based on that assumptions, we are preparing the financial statements. ಒಂದು ಫಿನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ವಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಎಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್. For example, in the last class we studied about going concern, business entity, accrual concept. So these all concepts are called as assumptions. These accounting concepts, dual other assumptions are there. Dual aspect assumption, then matching assumptions. So many assumptions are there. With that assumptions, we are preparing the financial statements. So accounting principles is nothing but the assumption, accounting assumptions and some rules for preparation of accounts. So how to prepare the accounts, which book is used for recording which type of transactions. So that rules are prescribed by the accounting principles. So accounting principles is, in one case it is assumptions that it contain all the concepts and conventions. Then at the same time some rules how to write or record the transactions in the books of account. So once again, accounting principles are the assumptions and rules of accounts. Next, it is also the method and procedures. Some methods should be followed. For example, if any transaction is occurred, first we have to write it in the journals, or we have to write in the day book, or we have to post to the ledgers. Then with the help of that we have to prepare the trial balance. After preparing trial balance, we have to prepare first trading, next profit and loss account, next balance sheet. So much methods are there, so much steps are there. So that steps, methods are prescribed by accounting principles. So these are the methods and procedures of accounting and the application of these rules. So for example, one going concern concept is there. According to that concept, we have to prepare the accounts. So we have to apply that rules. So we have to think when we are writing the transaction, we have to think that our business is going for a long period of time. So whatever the assumptions, it should be applicable into reality. So in practicing the accounts. So application of these rules, methods and procedures to the actual practice of accounting. So what are the assumptions are there? What are the procedures are there? What are the methods we are adopting? It should be practical. So when we are writing the transactions, we have to take that assumptions also, some methods, some procedures we should be followed. For that totality is called as accounting principles. Once again, accounting principles are the assumptions and rules of accounting. It is also the methods, procedures of accounting and the application of these rules. We have to apply it in practical while recording the transactions. Rules, methods and procedures to the actual practice of accounting. For the actual practice of accounting, we have to use accounting principles. Then another one important questions they are asking in the examination, that is, what is the difference between accounting policies and accounting standards. So the main question is, what is the difference between accounting principles and accounting standards? So it is an important question ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So when we are hearing that word accounting principles and accounting standard means it is resembles. So ಅದೇನು ಸೇಮ್ ಅಂತ ಎನಿಸ್ತದೆ. But there is a difference between accounting principles and accounting standard. We can see one by one. First difference is accounting principles are the general principles. So general principles. So there is no rules. It is like this only, that only. No. It is a general principle. General rules we are following while recording the transactions. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಅದು ಹೀಗೇ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಮಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಹಾಗೆ ನಾವು ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಜನರಲ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್, ಎನಿಬಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಅಟ್ ಎನಿ ಟೈಮ್. It is adopted by practice. By practicing or writing the writing the accounts, we are doing some rules, procedures, following some methods, procedures. That general method policy is called as accounting principles. But remember always, accounting standards are specified by the expert accounting body. But in case of accounting standards, it is specific, it is not general, it is specific. You should follow that only, that standard only. Then it is only called as accounting standard. That practice, that principle should be definitely followed, specifically followed. So accounting standard are specific guidance laid down by an expert accounting body. While you are studied about the accounting standard meaning, we know about the some expert accounting bodies are issuing some accounting standard. So ನಾವು ಆಗಲೇ ಕಲಿತಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಗೈಡ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವವರು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಬಾಡಿ. ಅವರು ಹೇಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಸೊ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸ್. ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದ ಹಾಗೆ ಜನರಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾ ಹಾಗೆ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡೋದಲ್ಲ, ಅಕೌಂಟೆಂಟಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದ ಹಾಗೆ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡೋದಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಗೈಡ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಬೈ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಬಾಡಿ. So it is general accounting principles, it is specific guidance. So next is accounting principles drawn from the customs and usage of business over a long period of time. So long period of time, whatever the rules and regulations followed by the accountant in the business, it will be continued as a usage. ಹೇಗೆ ನೀವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರ ತುಂಬ ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ, ಅದೇ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯು ಆರ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂವಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಇಯರ್ ಬೈ ಇಯರ್. ಒಂದು ಇಯರ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇಯರ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಅದು ಸೇಮ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ಸನ್ನು ನೀವು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಫಾರ್ ಎ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಸೊ ಒನ್ ಕಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ದಿಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ಟ್ರೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, profit and loss account should be like this, and the balance should be contain this much of transaction. It is specific, it is custom, it is usage. But over a long period of time, that means we are not at all changing any methods and practices of accounting. But in case of accounting standard, the guidelines should be issued by the apex body and the same thing should be followed. There is no freedom for the accountant to apply his own rules or regulations. Accounting standard ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಾ ಅದೇ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡುವ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಗೆ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಗೈಡ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟು ಟೈಮ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಈ ಸಲ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್, ಇವತ್ತೊಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಬಂದರೆ ಒಂದು 20 ವರ್ಷ ಅಥವಾ 10 ವರ್ಷ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಹಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಅಟ್ ಎನಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್. ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ 10 years, 20 years, it is left to you. But in case of accounting standard, the experts are changing. It is flexible. They can change any rules. Even they can take into consideration international level also. So it may be changed time to time. It may be changed in 1 year or 6 months or even 1 month. They can change the accounting standard. But accounting principles are for long period of time. Then accounting principles are widely accepted by accounting practitioners. So who is practicing the accountant, they accept that accounting principles. Accounting principles are ಯಾರು accept ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾರು accounts ಬರೀತಾನೆ ಅವನೇ. But in case of accounting standards are mostly mandated. It is accepted by each and everybody. It may be government, outsiders, national level, international, anybody. So it is mandated. That means it is compulsory. It should be accepted by all. So it is a difference between accounting policies and accounting standards. Next one is accounting policies have emerged over a long period. It is already we studied. It is for a long period of time. Whereas accounting standards are of the recent development. whatever development are made in the accounting, it will be included in accounting standard. But accounting principles are not at all changing. It is not at all updating. ಏನು ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್ ಉಂಟಾ ಅದನ್ನು ಅಕೌಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಅದನ್ನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಕಣ್ಣು ಮುಚ್ಚಿ ಅದನ್ನೇ ವರ್ಷ 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 ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಆದರೆ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಹಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದ ಅಥವಾ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಚೇಂಜಿಂಗ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ಲಿ. So, recent development in accounting is included in case of accounting standard. The last one is accounting standards have greater significance than accounting policy. Remember always, accounting standards are more greater significant. They are more important by comparing to accounting principles because these accounting standards are accepted by all the parties. all ಎಲ್ಲರೂ accept ಮಾಡೋದು accounting standard. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಅದರ ಹೆಸರಿನಾಗೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಲೀಗಲ್ ರೆಕಗ್ನಿಷನ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೀಗಲಿ ರೆಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ all the parties. That means even it is government, even it is national level, it is approval is there, international level is also approval is there. So it is approved by all the parties. So because of their legal recognition, accounting standards are more significant than accounting principles. So with this, you can end this as well.